This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, students. So let us start queries today, right? How to create a query. I will tell you in practical in a Microsoft Access. But first of all, you need to know a query is a statement or a question you are asking the computer. For example, you need some specific data to recover or to retrieve from the system. So you are requesting the system that I need this data. So when you write the query and run the query, so computer will show you the same data, whatever you want. So you can just come here, how to create a query. The way is very simple. For the query, you must need to have a table first. You must need to have a table first. So I have here employee table. I have some data inside the employee table. I'm going to create a query for the same table. So here you can see at the topmost, you can see here, at the topmost, you can see here the option of creating query. So if you see here, I have here create, so click on this create. And when you click on create, so you can see here query by wizard or query by design. Both options are here. Query by wizard, query by design. So two views we have normally, two ways, sorry, we have normally here to create the query. I will use the wizard first, right? Click on this query wizard. When you click on query wizard, so system is giving you some options here, right? Simple query wizard, cross-step query wizard, find duplicates queries wizard, and find unmatched query wizard. Right? In your course, we have to create a simple query wizard over here. Right? Cross-step queries are using in different queries. Right? Duplicates means the same values that can show you over here in the queries. And unmatched means different, totally different queries if you want to get together, so you can use these things. But we will go for the simple query wizard. So select the first option and then click on OK. When you click on OK, you can see here a small window. In this window, you can see all the fields, whatever we have in table. Whatever fields you added in the table, so you can see over here all these fields. What is field? Do you know field? Do you know field, students? Students, are you with me? Can you hear me, students?
Yes, Mr.
Okay, great. So these are the
Yes,
fields
Mr.
actually. The fields are here, so you can see all of these fields, whatever you added in your table. From here, for example, you can select more than one tables or queries as well. I have here on the left of my screen, you can see three tables I have here. One is for employee, another is for student, the third one is for teacher. So in student and teacher tables, I don't have much data, but I have data in employee table, so I'm taking employee table from, right? So this is by default here. I'm not going to change here. Now you can simply come here and add the fields. Now in the query, it depends on your choice. If you want to add all the fields, if you want to add some of the fields, it's up to you, right? Whatever fields you need, you can add the fields from here. Two ways are here to add. One is double click here. When you double click, so it will be added here. Or select the field and click on this arrow, right? If you want all the fields, so click on this double arrows. All the fields will be selected. So I want to add some of the fields, for example, ID, name, age, nationality, and sex. I want to add, right? These five fields I added. Come here, simply click on next. When you click on next, system is again giving you some option. Would you like would you like a detail or some summary query, right? By default, you have here details shows every field for every record. So automatically it's shown over here. I'm not going to change this. Simply click on next. When you click on next here, you can see here by default computer will give you the name of the query, right? What title do you want to write for the query? Remember, students, the best practice is to keep the same name for all of the four objects. Whether I have employee table, So I will make employee query, then I will make employee form, then I will make employee report. So by this way, it will be easy for me. All these objects are related to one table, and that is employee. If you like to change from here, you can change it. It's up to you, right? But I will keep the same name as it is. Here is another option. Open the query to view information or go to design view. So design view is already here. We are not going to study design view so far. We will just simply leave the first option, that is open query information. Simply click on finish. Right. When you finish, you can see automatically the query is generated here. The query is generated. But how many fields we added here? We added 5 fields over here. Right. Yani ID, name, age, nationality, and self. These are the 5 fields that I added. So you can see this. These are the fields that you can see on your screen that is added for this query: ID, name, age, nationality, and self. Right. So this is how you can create a query over here. Right. This is one way of creating query. Is this clear to you?
Yes, Mr. Clear.
All of you. Any problem if you have, I can repeat. Students, if you have any problem, I can repeat. Already I'm recording this, so I will upload this to your Moodle as well. So if you want, for example, again to go to, if you are missing anything, so you can watch again the video, and inshallah it will be clear for you. So this is the way of creating wizard that we created. I'm just going to use this time query design students. Query design is here. So if you click on this query design, right now when you click on query design, you can see you will get a screen like this. You will get a screen like this. For example, now tables are here. How many tables? I have 3 tables here, so I can see all the 3 tables over here. How many queries you have? I have only 1 query here. So if you select the query, you will get only 1 query. If you click on both, any tables and queries, so you can see over here all together. So this is how you can find out over here. Now choice is yours. Whatever table or query you are selecting, so you can use that for query design. For example, again, if you click here, because in employee table we have more data, so I will add this employee table. Click on add. When you click on add, you can see employee table is added here, right? If you select, for example, more than 1 tables, let's say student add, so student table is also added here. If you click on teacher table, add, so teacher table will also be added here. But you can see here we have only 1 attribute or field, so I'm not going to add to take these tables because we don't have data for here. Here we have more data, so I will take this. Meanwhile, for example, if you want to remove this, right? So you can right click, remove the table. You can right click, remove the table. To be removed. Now, students, again, how many fields you want to add? For example, I want to add employee ID, employee name. For example, double click on this, right? Employee nationality, employee salary, employee education, employee address, right? So now you can see how many fields I added. 6 fields I added. 6 fields I added over here. So this is how you can add. You can add all the fields as well, right? But if you are adding all the fields, let us add all the fields, right? You can write employee date and employee mobile number. You can see here check students. For example, you don't want this employee joining date, so remove the check from here. You don't want address of this, so remove the check from here. You don't want education, for example, remove the check from here. Right? So once you remove the check, you can simply come here and run the query. When you run the query, so it will show you over here all the data that you have. Right? Now, students, if you want to change the name of this query, because I will change the name, so right click here. First of all, I'm going to save this. Save it. Right? When you click on save, I will write here, for example, query design. I will like this. This is the name I'm giving here. Right, or employee query design. Let's make it like this. Employee query design. Write it like this one. Simply click on OK. When you click on OK, this is also added here. So this first one is wizard and second one is query design. I'm just going to close this. If you want to close this, close all of these. Right now you can see everything is here on the left of yours. So this is another way of creating query. I'm just going to stop the recording from here to make another session because the video will be too long and it's difficult to upload.
This conference will now be recorded.
I want to write some queries here, students. I want to show you practically here how you can use these queries. For example, I will open Microsoft Word here to write the query for you. Okay, students, for example, I want to use this. Anyone can tell me what is this sign? What is the meaning of this? What is this sign, student? Anyone can tell me? هذا علامة معلومة.
Bigger than, I don't know.
Sorry. Ikra.
Yes, Mr. Bigger. What?
Yeah, exactly. Very good. Very good. This is greater sign. Greater than. Greater than. I will write here in the bracket. Greater sign. Okay. So, for example, how I can use this greater sign here? Just come here and let us go to the design of this query. For example, right click here, design view. I want to go to the design of this. Now, where can I use this sign? Look at here. Can I use this in employee ID, in employee name, age, nationality, and salary? Where can I use this sign?
Idea. Age,
Okay.
age.
In age, very good. I can use in age. Anything else? Anything else, students?
Idea, Mr.
ID, okay. Any else? Can I use this in salary? Ratab.
Yes, Mr.
Okay, great. Let us use this in salary. Let us use this in salary, right? I will see here. For example, you can see the maximum salary that we have is how much? Maximum salary is how much is the maximum salary?
800 or the million?
Very good. $800 is the maximum, and the minimum is
500.
500. Let's make it, student, 300. Minimum is 300. Can you make more gap? This should be 600 for example. This should be 650. Okay. Now, students, you can see the minimum I have 300, the maximum I have 800, right? So, for example, you have a very long list. You have a very long list, millions of employees are here, right? You want to find out the salary of those employees which are greater than what? Greater than 500, for example, greater than 500. I want to find out the salary of those employees who's having more than 500 salary. How can I do this? I will use this symbol, this symbol, right? So I will come here, go to design, right click here, design. Now click in salary. This is my salary, so I will click here. And here you need to click in criteria. Criteria means in method. What do you want? So click here. For example, I will put greater sign away. I will put greater sign away. Greater than what? Greater than 500. I want to see those employees who are having greater than 500 salaries. Are you getting my point?
Yes, Mr.
Okay, great. So come here and click on run. When you click on run, so you can see, look at here. In the list, you will see all these employees who are having more than 500 salaries. Clear to you, all?
Clear, Mr. Very
Again,
easy.
for example, how about this sign?
Smaller.
Smaller, any less than.
Yes.
For example, now I will come here and go again to design view, right? Come here, I will delete this and write here now less than 500, for example. I want to see those employees who are getting less than 500 salary. 500 is any number, you can write any number, you can write 600, 700, 900, it depends on your choice, right? But I am taking 500 because I have some cases more than 500, some cases less than 500. So you can come here and run this. Can you see the answer?
Yes, 300.
300. Yani only one employee is less than 500. Other employees are greater than 500. Remember, students, in one time you can run only one query, because if you write two more queries here, right? So in that case, your computer will be confused. For example, if I ask you tomorrow 12 o'clock, let's say you have IT and English exam, 12 o'clock. Can you do both the exam at the same time?
No, Mr.
No. Why? Because there should be one thing only, one to another should be there. I mean, there should be, in one time you can do only one thing, right? So similarly, computer in one time it can do only one thing, or one instruction it can take from the user. So this is one technical point, keep it in mind. I will stop this recording and start again, students. The session will be too long.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, students, so this is how you can write these two queries greater than or less than. For example, students, another query I want to use for equal, right? Equal, yes, sorry.
Yes, you saw it.
So I will come here. For example, if you remove this query and run this, I want, for example, those employees who are having 600 salary. 600 salary. How many employees are here of 600 salary?
650.
600 only. Yani 600. Only one employee is here. Yani Mariam. Mariam is getting 600 salary. So my answer should be Mariam here. I will go back to design view, right? And write here equal what? Equal 600 like this. Come here and run the query. When you run, so system will give you only one result. Can you see this result?
Yes, Mr. I see.
So this is how students, I want, for example, equal. Another case is students, for example, I will remove this query. When you, if you want to remove, select the statement and press delete key. So it will be removed from. If you run this, so it will show you all of this. Now students, for example, I want those employees who are getting 600 and more than 600. Yani two things I want to discuss. 600 and more. Tell me which one query I will use here. Huh? Anyone can tell me?
Equal and greater thing.
Very good, Ikra. Greater and equal sign. Yani two signs I will use. Greater and equal. Two signs I will use. So I will come here for greater and equal. So I will come here, click on this. I will go back to design view. Right now, right here, greater.
Equal and greater.
Exactly. Awal greater, then equal.
Greater. Okay.
And then write 600, 500 depends on your choice. I will write here 600. Right. Now come here and run this form. When you run, so it will show you all these employees who are getting 600 and more than 600. Is that clear to you?
Yes, Mr. Clear.
Okay. Now I will take reverse of this. For example, come here. This time I want 600 and less than 600. Yani two conditions are here. One is 600, another is less
Less
than.
and equal.
Exactly. Exactly, very good. So less than and equal to, it will be like this. Less and like. So you can simply come here and change only this sign. Only sign, make it less. Make it less than sign. Come here and run this. When you run this, so you will get 600 and less than 600. Is this clear to you? واضح ولا لا؟
Oh, Mr. Yes, clear.
Any problem, students?
No, Mr. Very easy for me.
This conference will now be recorded.
So you can come here. For example, I want to specify a range. Range means I want those employees who are getting salaries. Again, I will see the highest and the lowest salary. The lowest salary is 300, right? The highest is 800. So I want those employees who are getting the salaries between 400 and 700. Are you getting my point?
Yes, Mr.
I will use between 400 and 700. Right. And this is the range, right? So if you come here, go back to design view, right? Click in the same, right here, between command. Between what and what? Between 400 and
400 and 700.
exactly. So if you write like this, for example, you can run that query. It will show you the salaries that is between 400 and 700. Is this clear to you, students?
Yes,
Is this clear?
Mr.
All of you, واضح ولا لا students? Students, I need your
Yes,
response.
Mr.
Please, if you have a problem, just tell me, stop me, I will repeat this. I can repeat 10 times, no problem, students. Aham shay is important is to learn this.
It is clear for me.
Clear, all of you?
Clear, Mr. for me.
Okay, great. Okay, students. Now, I will just close this. I want to use, for example, employee names. Employee names I want to use. For the employee names, how many employees I have here? 5 employees are here. 5 employees are here. Yani Ali, Aisha, Maryam, Hajar, and Saleh. Right? Now, what I want here is I want to see those employees whose names are starting from A, alphabet A, yani harf A. How many names are
Yes.
starting from?
5.
لا لا starting أول letter أول حرف A.
A.
2. 2.
So very good. So my answer should be Ali and Aisha. Ali and Aisha is starting from A. So how you can do this? Go back to design view. Okay, so you can see here. This is employee names. This time I want to see names, right?
Right, Mr.
I want to see Ali and Aisha, any names of the employees. So I will click in name column here. Before we were working here in salary, right? Now I'm clicking here by names. So how you can find out, right? I can find out like this. Right here, A asterisk. You can see here again, A, any alphabet A, asterisk you can see in the keyboard that is by 8. Can you see 8? Tamania. Can you see Tamania in keyboard?
Yes, Mr.
There is star sign, yani Najma mawjooda. Najma. Can you see this Najma sign?
Yes, Mr.
Can you see this sign in the keyboard? This
Yes,
sign can
and
you see?
number 8. Yes?
Okay. This is used for zarab, multiplication,
Yes. For
right?
publication, yes.
So this sign I'm using here. You can use shift with 8. The key is shift plus 8. So it will give you this sign. It will give you this sign. Clear to you?
Yes, Mr. Clear.
Great. So I will come here, A asterisk. I will put this sign. When you put this sign and run this, so it will give you only these 2 names. Clear or last student?
Clear, Mr.
Great student. Now, for example, I will write here. You can write A asterisk, yani awwal letter. You can write B asterisk. It's up to you. Okay. Now, for example, I want another query to run. I want to see those employees who are ending at some letter. For example, I want to see those employees whose names are ending at M, letter M. How many employees are here? Anyone can tell me how many employees are here? Students, are you with me?
Two, Mr.
Yes, Mr.
Two,
Two.
two.
Two, exactly. Which one? What are the names of the employees?
Salma and Mariam.
Mariam and Salim, right?
Salim. Yes.
Mariam and Salim both are ending at letter M, right? So I will come here, go back to your design view, right? This time, before you can see, we wrote A asterisk. A asterisk mean starting letter should be A. But now I will write here, awal I will write asterisk, then M. Asterisk M. Asterisk M means ending letter, yani aakhir letter should be M. Are you getting my point? Clear to you, students?
Mr. You mean if I want to the convert about the last
Okay.
word M, I will
You
put
can,
the signal before the.
no problem, students.
I confused. Become confused.
If you want to start from yani awal letter A, right? You can write awal letter but then asterisk. So it will show you Aisha, Ali, Ahmad, if you have in the list. Yani all the names which are starting yani awal harf A,
Okay.
right? But if you
Okay.
write asterisk awal baden letter, it means ending letter, yani aakhir letter.
I got it. Okay.
You got the point?
Yes.
Other students.
I won't say the same like what you say now, but I cannot say you perfect. You know,
Okay, no problem,
it's the
student, no
same
problem.
idea. Say the same idea.
I can understand this, students. Other
Yes.
students,
That's the word I forget.
other
Yes,
students.
Mr.
Yani, I want आखिर letter M. Those employees who has last letter M, I want them, right? So I will come here, right? And I will write here asterisk awal, then M. Asterisk M and run this. When you run this, so it will show you Mariam, yani akhir letter is M, and Salim, yani akhir letter is M. Are you getting my point?
Yes, Mister.
Yes,
Clear?
Mr.
Clear, Walala? All of you?
Just
Clear,
clear.
Mr. for me.
Great students. So this is how you can do this. These are some queries, students. Inshallah, tomorrow I will check if I can find some more queries for you. So we will discuss it tomorrow. But for today, I want you to do practice on these, students. I want you to do practice on these queries.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, students, modifying a query structure. How you can change the structure of the query. There are many ways to accomplish this task. right? But you can see right click on a query, select design view, sort the data, right? Remove, keep the tick to hide, unhide that fields, right? Display data field in special criteria, right? So how to do this? Come here, right? For example, I will just right click here. I will remove this query from here. For example, I have a table like this. Sorting malum, you know sorting students. You know student sorting or not?
No, Mr.
Okay, no problem. I will tell you. Ascending or descending order. Ascending order, malum. Ascending order. Ascending order means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 like this. And descending order means reverse of this. Yani 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is called
Yes,
descending.
yes, Mr.
Okay.
We know.
So how to use this ascending and descending order? Now by default, this is in ascending order, yani 1, 2, 3, right? But if you go back, I want reverse of this, reverse of this. So you can see, can you see this sort? Sort is written here. Can you see the sort?
Yes, yes.
Okay, great. If you
Yes,
click here,
Mr.
the sort, yani by ID I want to sort out, right? So by name you can sort out as well, by age, by nationality, by salary, it's up to you, whatever you like, right? By ID I want to sort out this. So click here by ID and then click on this small arrow. Here is ascending and descending order that is written here, right? For example, already my table is in 1, 2, 3 form, yani ascending order already मौजूद, अव्वल मौजूद, same तरीका, same method. So I want reverse of this, yani descending I want. So if you select descending from here, come here and click on run. So it will show you in opposite direction. Yani 6, 5, 4 is deleted from here, right? We deleted last time the one record. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1 would be answer. Again, if you want, for example, ascending order, come here, click here, make it ascending. Ascending will be 1, 2, 3. So come here and run this. So it will be ascending order. Clear, Walala?
Clear, Mr.
Great. So you can go and you can use any, if you don't want to sort out, click here, not sorted. Select this, not sorted from here. For example, by nationality, I want ascending and descending order. So click here, make it ascending, and then run this. Now you can see K comes awal, then O, then U. So you can see this order is given. Can you see this? Can you see this, students?
Yes,
Yes,
Mr.
yes.
Okay, great. So this is how students you can ascending, you can apply the order over here by any field. In any field you can apply ascending order. If you make it descending, so it will be reverse. So now U is at the top, K is at the last. This is in reverse order. So different orders are here, but better to keep this not sorted if you don't want, and then run the query. So it will show you in normal way over here. Is that clear to you?
Yes, Mr.
All of you, any problem? Any problem if you have students, I can repeat.
No, Mr.
Okay, students, I will upload this recording to you as well.